Hi, this is assignment 2. So I start off and I have my what I'll kind of call my home page, home, and I want to launch the FXTrade Practice. I have 3 accounts actually within that, and you'll be able to set up multiple accounts as well. And then I launch that. Okay, we get this pop-up. And the pop-up requires that we allow pop-up blockers and also that we have the Java and we allow it to run. So here I have to expand that and then I have to submit. Okay, so now this window, it has to be running. And if you should close this, then you close what you're doing. If you close this in the middle of a transaction and it's not the practice account, you will be sorry. I was sorry once. Now this is going to be a little slower than maybe with your computer, but you're not using a UW system computer, and I don't mean to bring tears to your eyes, folks, but when you have ongoing budget cuts, eventually it shows up. And it shows up with my computer. I think my computer's from 1993. Okay, so down the bottom here, that was an exaggeration. Down the bottom we have our screen that we want. Okay, so here we go. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we want to take this long list. Now, this is a quote list. Okay, so there's a long list. Instead, we could watch it as a quote panel. And you can see the movement. Green means up, red means down. And it's up or down for the first currency that's listed of the two. Okay, I'll go back to list. Okay, and now our first part of the assignment is we want to select between 3 and 6 of this long list of currency pairs. And we want to do it so that there are included in the list the US dollar, Canadian dollar, the Euro US dollar, and the US dollar Swiss franc. So you can suffer with me as the franc keeps getting stronger. Okay, so the F here, that'll be for the full list. I think of, you may think F for Fred. You know, maybe it is F for Fred, but I'll think F for the full list. So I click on that. Okay, so here it is. It's a long, long list, so I'm going to remove all. Okay, now they're all gone. And so what do I want? I want to bring them in. And so for me, I'd like to have the US dollar Swiss franc on top. So US dollar CHF for the Swiss franc. So many US dollar ones. Okay, US dollar Swiss franc. I will add US dollar Canadian dollar. I'll add, and then the euro. I will add, and that's all that I want. But you can, put some more in. And after you do the assignment, you can put in whatever you darn well please. Fred won't know, okay? And so I apply, save. And so now I just have those 3, either in the list. Now, when there's just 3 of them, putting it in the quote panel, you get older. Vision goes a little bit. Hey, this is maybe the better way to do it. But I'm actually going to put it back because to tell you the truth, this unnerves me. All these flashing, it's like I'm playing a pinball game. And so I'm a guy who likes it quiet. So there. That's much more quiet. Okay, so that's step one. You can do that, right? Then here we have a choice among the ones that are on our quote list. We can see any of those screens. And so I like to look at the US dollar Swiss franc. And this is then our bid ask. And so this is for 5-second view. Well, actually, it's the minimum maximum over the last 5 seconds. So 5-second period ends. And then 10 seconds, you get a little more information. Minute, a little more. So you can see that this morning the dollar had a fairly sharp increase right about 7:30, right? So at 7:30, that's 8:30 Eastern, that's when they released data. And so it was something good. Made the US economy look better. It could have been something that made the US economy look a lot worse, and so then people think, uh-oh, world's falling apart, we better buy US government securities. But usually it's something good that causes the dollar to go up like this. Not too good, but something good. So they went up, and then all through the day, now the dollar's been kind of drifting down. Or we could look at this in a 5-minute. See, now we're going back, and so here was this morning. Whoa, look at that, see. And we can see the times, okay? We see down the bottom here. I point with my finger, it doesn't do it. There's things that are shown. Okay, so you can see there was a really sharp drop there, and bounced around up, and now it's kind of going back down. Or you may want to look at it, in a 1 day. So see how it looks over the past year or so. Right there, see right there? That's when the Swiss, right after that, a couple of days later, maybe a week later, the Swiss National Bank went in and intervened, and zoop, they drove it up to there. And that's when the wife of the president of the Swiss National Bank took her position, and she sold there. And it was those profits that cost her husband his job. So, lesson there, right? Okay, so that's part 2. Take a look at those things. And then you can look here. We've got the toolbar. You can look. You can see there's accounts and different things that you can do. Okay, play around with that, different tools. I don't like to mess around with the screen too much. But we'll talk about things as we go. Here's resources. One of the things in our next assignment, we'll be looking at interest rates. So we can see interest rates, and there's research. Here's an economic calendar. That's pretty nice. I'll open a new window. And so now here's all the news. And so let's see what happened today at 7:30. What did I do with that? Okay, so I'll go back to resources, calendar. I sometimes lose control. So today was Tuesday, the 24th in the US. I don't see any big release. Thursday we'll have new home sales and the jobs claims and stuff. So I'm missing. Today is No, don't. Maybe it was something happened in Europe. I don't know. But anyway, there's that, and that's a useful thing. And so you can play around with that and so on. And so then at the end, you hit, and you can't see me doing, but the control and the print screen, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so that should take a picture. And then I go here to Word. This may be more than the computer can handle. I mean, it's actually a very serious issue. They put Windows 7 on, and any point here you want to tune out, folks, turn it off. Okay. So, new. And we'll see if it shows up. Please show up. And bingo, there it is. And you put your name on it and save it and put it in the Dropbox, and you are all set. Okay, thank you.